Morning, morning, morning. Morning, morning. Hang on, I just need to press the button on my stream deck and just put my headset on. Morning, morning, morning. How are we? Hi. Hello, it's me. Morning, morning. Hi. Let's put this on. Bum, 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 bum. Morning, Ads. Morning, Jamie. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Morning, Chris. Morning, Ryan. Morning, Nathan, our resident fan expert. F1 game services are down for maintenance. Just as well we're not playing online then, isn't it, really? Still do career mode though, can't you? Wee. Biggest fan, wee. I guess it's the obvious pun to make, isn't it? How loud is that one that you linked, Nath? Because if we're to have it in the bedroom with little man, I want to be able to sleep for it as well. I want him to be able to sleep for it too. Good, thank you, Shoot. How are you, mate? Good morning, Kimmy. Morning, Tombola, over on YouTube. How are you, mate? Thank you for joining us on YouTube. And we say thank you to Big Boy, to Cutesy Corrupt, to Matt, to Space Miller, and to Tio, who've all followed the channel whilst we were offline overnight. Tio, in fact, followed literally right bloody now. So thank you, Tio. Welcome to the channel, mate. Just update the board behind me to say Hungarian Grand Prix. I can't remember the order of the Hungarian flag now. Is it green, white, red? It is, isn't it? Green on top, white in the middle, red at the bottom. Hungary. I think, anyway. That's what we're going with. Depending on what setting, not very. Your little one is in the room with you. If anything, it settles him. Also good to know with a baby that doesn't really like sleeping that much. It's good white noise. Now you find it fine to sleep through, do you? It might be red on top. It might be. Jesus Christ, Benny, I'm going to take your credit card away. Benny, with another 5 gifted after gifting 16 subs yesterday. He's dropped by this morning and dropped another 5. Creator Series Clipbook. Hello. Phrase. Black Mikey G, Austin Jacobs, and Mr. J Starpo. Oh no, it's R&R. I read that was Mr. for some reason. J Starpo, welcome to the gang, lads. G'day from Australia, Brad. How are we, sir? Benny had a promotion at work. Benny is the boss. Benny is the big boy. At work. Red, white, green, is it? So we're around. Foot my life. I don't get the promotions. I do the promotions. I know I'd get it wrong. Red, white, green. Is there one that's green, white, red then? Benny's company been bought out. No, Benny just runs the ting.
It's his bloody restaurant, mate.
Yeah, but no, I mean horizontally, not vertically. I know Italy's green, white, red. Vertically, but horizontally, is there a red, white, green? Maybe I'm just losing my goddamn mind. Put it this way, having a restaurant on Plymouth waterfront in the summer is fairly profitable. One can imagine. How long have you been owner of the restaurant, Benny? Is it something that you started from scratch, or did you kind of buy an already existing business? I bet you are loving the sunshine right now. Wonderful, mate. Huge fan of your work and helped me get through the 4th hour of overtime you're working through, so thank you. You're welcome, Brad. Gotta get that pee, mate. Gotta get that pee. Iran might be Iran. Look. Yeah, Iran is green, white, red. Iran is green, white, red. That's what I was thinking of. I knew a flag that was green, white, red. Only a couple of years. Bought it when the previous owner put it in the gutter a little bit. Went from 1 hygiene rating to a 5 under Benny Ball. Love to see it. That's the thing. Like, if people actually give a shit about the things that they own, you can turn something like that around, which evidently you've done. So GG's. If we're in Plymouth, I shall pop by for some tamas. Tamas? Tapas. Morning, Daniel. How are you, mate? Or afternoon for you, to be fair. You're half an hour above. Half an hour ahead of us. An hour ahead of us, sorry, should I say. Love tapas. Oh, UAE is... Yeah, maybe. No, I would have... No, it's red on the left, isn't it? Black on the bottom. Yeah, you're right, Chi. You remember the 3 of the 4 colours, though. We're near Nottingham now, Shrew. I moved away from Cambridge in 2017. Right. Let's turn the AC off. He says with a heavy heart. Actually, do some shit, shall we? Because we've got some rather important Cambridge United videos to record later, don't we? I put my heart rate monitor on. I've not actually fucking open the app. Hello, it's on. It is on my tartars. There you go, 130. 133? Fucking hell. Why is my heart rate so high? Because I did just have a big coffee, but still, that's 133? Not done anything yet. Probably close to 3 o'clock, Shrew. Maybe earlier. The excitement for the vroom. Yes. Right, let's turn the music off. Oh, me. I think I found Benny's restaurant. I just googled, and it's like the only one that comes up, so presumably. No worries, Shrew. I thought the Spanish Grand Prix was actually pretty decent. If there hadn't been a fight for the lead, it might not have been, although there was quite a few overtakes. But if Lando could get off the line, then that was his race, really, wasn't it? They were £60 each 3 months ago when you ordered, were they? 60 quid. Okay, good to know. Thank you, Nath. I do have an Amazon voucher, to be fair, that I could use. That I've just remembered off the top of my head. So I could use that. There's another voucher here. I don't know what... You know, one of those, like... ones you can use on multiple websites. But I don't think Amazon's on this one. It's been sat there for like a year. So A, I don't know if what's on it, and B, I don't know if it still fucking works. Yeah, the 1.9 second pit stop from Red Bull for Max was huge, wasn't it, effectively? That's why it's a team game. Yeah, Bernie's fantastic, isn't she? Let us go brum brum. Oh, it's already gone up like 5 degrees in the office since I turned the fucking thing. It's 25 degrees in here already. Good, lovely. Feel the sweat building up behind my knees. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, Chris, that's how you've started this recording. Exclamation mark sliders, grip key. Exclamation mark sliders, that'll give you the link. Welcome back to the F124 driver career after a difficult time at Silverstone on the newest patch of the game. We're hoping to have a better time here in Hungary. Silverstone is not my greatest circuit, as you will traditionally be aware if you've watched more than one of these driver careers that we've done on my teams over the years. We will be doing a my team later in this game's life cycle, so to speak. Rather remarkably, with some upgrades that came overnight between Great Britain and Hungary, we've gone insert Jose Mourinho meme, and we're now the 4th fastest team apparently. Whether that actually translates to on-track performance, we don't yet know. We're a smidge behind McLaren and Ferrari, and a smidge ahead of Mercedes and Aston Martin. So effectively, we could be anywhere from 5th to 13th or 14th, really. Because Visa, Kasha, RB aren't that far behind either. Alpine, Williams and Sauber are certainly a step back. But we're much closer to Red Bull than we are to the bottom 3 teams at the minute. Just those last 3 upgrades seem to have just sent us skyrocketing. We'll wait for other teams to improve as well as we move forward. But I'm going to go and sort my specialists out and then head to track. Whilst I ask you guys to drop the video a like if you're enjoying this series. Very much appreciate all of the support you've shown in it so far already. Do make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out on any more of it. Coming to you as regularly as Chris and I can get it to you. And of course, come and join me on stream and you can see every single lap of every single race live on stream. Links in the description down below. And if you want setups, then there's also a link in the description down below to Sim Racing Centre where you can use the code CHESNOID to get yourself a 5% discount. They're the setups I use, so if you would like to be exactly the same setup as me, then that's the way to go about doing so. Right, I'm going to go to track, hopefully not die in Hungary. It's 27 here, and it's going to be 27 again tomorrow for us here in Nottingham.
Practice awaits. Our drivers and teams are getting ready for the day to begin. Plenty to learn and refine.
Bum 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 bubbity bubbity bum. Bum 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 bubbity bubbity bum. Do 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 do. Why am I singing a Harry Potter song? Do 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 do.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new
parts,
and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
From bum 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 bum. Yeah, I was just about to do that actually, ads. I started to update them last night, but then I just had to leave the office to go and sort the night out. I think I updated up to up to Australia. So we will update. Yeah, I got as far as Australia. Let's do Hungary. So I'm just going to have to remove this for a second whilst you can't see what I'm doing. Hungary. Are there many changes? Yeah, see, there's an outright pace setup, and then there's a TS. I'm not sure what TS stands for, to be honest. OP is outright pace. TS is probably a race setup rather than a doohickey setup. Time trial was the word my brain was looking for and absolutely failed in doing so. Bosh. Hungary setup, I'm rated. Yeah, I was really surprised to see Brazil draw last night. We'll do time management on the... Wow, the hard does 79 laps. It's crazy. Only got one set of mediums, though. Oh. I want to do the race strategy on the mediums. Connor, thank you for the 34th month, my dude. Yeah, time trial setups, the outright pace setups do have higher wings on SRC.
This test is all about tyre management. Try to control the slip through each corner and take extra care putting the power down at the apex.
Are you Brazilian, are you, Tio? Oh, TS is top speed, it says in the general guide. Okay. We'll see how it feels. I guess OP may be optimum pace then? Whereas TS is just for speed in a straight line, which you tend to need more of against the AI in career mode, don't you? Probably should have got together. Just eased off there, trying to get it into the purple by not putting too much through the tyres. Bubble, Lebosh. Morning, Jordan.
And that was a really good
Morning,
job
Ben.
indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were going to the Spanish Grand Prix, Connor. How was it, mate? Where were you sat? Where were your seats? Hiding in the office, when you leave, you probably walk into a wall of it. Yeah, AC is a killer, isn't it? Overall pace is better for over a lap. I should really read the small print, shouldn't I? Yeah, good, thank you, Jordan.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
Are you going camping for Silverstone? That'd be sick. How old are your four? No. Oh, you were just general admission at Catalonia. Sunday exit at turn 3 on Sunday. Nice. Quite a good place to sit, actually. You get quite a few overtakes around the outside of turn 3, don't you? 16, 11, 9 and 4. That's quite the array. But nicely spaced, actually. Well, I imagine having a 7-year-old, a 2-year-old and a newborn was pretty hectic. Should have dropped a gear. Your eldest just had his prom, oh yikes. This was a super slow lap. I did make a hell of a mistake in the middle six there, didn't I, to be fair? Can I? No, not quite. We'll still get purple though. Yeah, Silverstone. I imagine despite the price hikes at Silverstone, it will still eventually end up being a sellout. I think Reese is going with for the whole weekend as well, isn't he? I think. Just for a little understeery in a minute. Tyre wear's pretty even across the board. I did wonder if you'd make it, Zach. Well, I'm F1 first today. What's the betting Where are you going? What's the betting today's the day that Zach doesn't make it to the early part of the stream? Yeah, there is some chance of rain this weekend in Austria for the real life Grand Prix. On Saturday as well, potentially for the sprint, is what I last saw. G'day Fletch, how are you, mate? Definitely understeery through the middle sector. Right. The Joelers for the last few weeks, but you're back. Nice. Congrats on getting a new vocation, my man. Similar industry to what you were in before, or have you decided to do something different? Stay off that curb, Chiz. Front left is taking a bit more of a pounding than anything else. Both left-sided tyres are at 6%, both right-sided tyres are at 4%. Mainly because of corners like that, I think, and the final turn as well is you're kind of accelerating hard whilst turning right still. Turn 3 as well is a fast kink to the right, isn't it? And up the hill for round 5. I don't feel electric fast here. Don't feel very quick at all, actually. Does every track allow post-race track walks? Because what? I don't know. Is every track? Most do. Yeah, they just kind of open the gates, and because everyone floods in for the podium, don't they? I think most do. It's cool though. Everyone walks onto the track and then takes pictures and takes home one piece of gravel. The gravel's so much bigger than you think it's going to be, isn't it? It's not gravel. It's just fucking stones. It's just big stones. I have done, Ryan. So many Rolex signs stolen as well. People were stealing the advertising boards, were they? Morning, Luke, or evening, Luke. Afternoon, Luke. Hi, Luke. Insert time frame.
Program complete and a job well done.
Thanks.
We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Gonna love Silverstone. Youngest is just getting into F1, so he thought he'd treat the kids, plus give the wife the weekend off. That's fair. I'm sure she's very appreciative of a weekend off. And you've, like, obviously I don't know the temperament of your children, but you'd imagine having a 16-year-old is almost like having a second responsible adult, isn't it, when you've got the other three at 11, 9 and 7. New PC next week. Nice one, Angry Chef. Do you, I can't make out from your comment whether you do or don't like the Cambridge kits, Ambrose. Miami race for you on lap 56 of 57, turn 3 at engine went. Oh. That is tough. That is the unfortunate nature of 100% race distance, unfortunately, at times.
Get the data we needed on that run. You might want to give it another go.
You were first 15 seconds ahead of Max. Sad. The pattern of the away kit just cheers you up. Oh, good. Yeah, I don't know whether to slightly tweak the setup a little bit. Maybe give myself a little bit more front, a little bit more rear. Might try that. Just give myself a little bit more front, a little bit more rear, and then try the quali program again on a different set of tyres. See if we can go faster. Chelsea's kit is horrendous. What's my current time? 1:16.2. It's really not a great time around here. Okay. We've gone deep, well done. And I broke too early, well done. Already a terrible start to the lap. Told you Hungary's not one of my best circuits. Is that flat? Probably, actually. Alright, at least in quali trim, that's flat.
Okay, we haven't hit our program targets. Come
It was faster at least, but only by a tenth.
in and
Although
take
I
a look
did
at the data.
stuff
If we
the
have
lap.
time, we'll rerun the program.
That's all slightly better though. We've died from the session.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Okay. Esteban Ocon, first in an Alpine. Okay. Those with worn parts in as well, though, isn't it? To be fair. So we have to factor that in. And I'm glad I've remembered that, because otherwise I would have forgotten to change into new parts, or newer parts, after third practice. And I didn't do my specialists, because I'm a moron as well. Well done, Chess. Passed first time and I'm happy. Sag. Yeah, good, thank you, Ads. How are you, mate? Hope everything's okay with him, Jamie. And recovering well. There is a rumoured new Chelsea kit though, isn't there, Finn? Like, that's been shown, and it's utter shite. I just fainted, yeah. Best not to take any risks, is it, when you faint, especially in the heat. Come on. Green! Hooray! 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 Resource points total going up. 530 still isn't much, though. We're in a position at the minute where continually we're not getting that many resource points per practice session or per practice sessions. So, despite the progress of the car, Actually, we're not upgrading it that quickly, it doesn't feel like. Although, of course, Kevin is doing his bit as well. So, actually, to be fair, we've probably upgraded the car more than we would have done if I was in sole control in previous years and gotten more resource points. Apparently, Mercedes are now in front of us now that we've actually come to the race weekend, which is odd, unless they brought something on the day. 530 is not going to be enough to do anything. Well, I can't do anything else on the chassis side of things. I can't afford to do anything else on the aero side of things. I could do the ERS, 40% discount for 288. We'll be ready for Zandvoort. We might as well do that. Getting ERS recovery is always important to maintain the ability to chase people down when, obviously, I'm not that quick. Right, let me put some fresher parts in. Significantly fresher parts in, might I add. And then, hopefully, we can have a decent qualifying session. I am praying for a good result this weekend. But whether we get one or not, I don't know. Like I say, not a strong track for me. Goals are active. Hopefully we can achieve them all. And a decent qualifying position. Afternoon, Ramdock. How are you, mate? Good, thank you, Callum. How are you, dude?
No pit stops,
The
no
game doesn't have
strategy.
pit lane
It's all about
starts,
the
Jamie,
pace
no.
Today, qualifying day here at the Hungaro Ring for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
Would be cool if it did, though. Oh, give us a hug, mate. Give us a hug, mate. I've got a sensor fault. It's only going to take 50 seconds.
Right, we've lost telemetry. In fact, we've lost pretty much all sensor information. It's being looked into now, so just bear with us for a few minutes if you can, please.
Right, not expecting to get through here to Q3 at all. So we will use the tyres that we have available to us. Those of you that suffer with hay fever, do you get the injection? Or do you just take antihistamines? Agreed, shoot. Unfortunately, I think it's just really, really, really difficult to code for whatever reason. The whole unlapping yourself. One 15.2 from Max. I was a 16.1 in practice, so well off the pace there, supposedly.
Okay, I'm afraid we've been pushed down to P16.
$14.9 from Piastri. I always struggle around this turn for some reason. $16.2. Not a great lap. K-Mag's a 15.6. Oh, I'm not great around here. I'm really not great around here. Bear with, just need to send a picture of a delivery confirmation text. apologies. Da, 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 da. There we go. Oh, it says he punches himself. That's fully charged. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I need to apparently find loads of fucking time. Am I going to be in a position where I need to lower the difficulty a little bit? Maybe what I mean, it might just be track specific again. But maybe Hungary, or maybe 105 is a little bit too much for me right now. Let's see what we can do with the final run. I need to find a considerable amount of time, don't I? Actually, what's my fuel? I'm carrying loads of fuel. I'm carrying a lot of fuel. That's going to cost us or save us some time, isn't it?
All clear the garage, please. Car's ready to leave.
Don't need to apologise, lads. It's more than likely me just being poopy. No, this is just an outlet. Just an outlet.
Drop to P18.
We need to find a lot of time. My first lap was absolutely dead. Terrible lap of this Hungarian circuit. Slower than we did in practice. We're going significantly quicker now. Actually managed to put together a half-decent lap. Still not a perfect lap. Definitely mistakes in there. But it's good enough to take us from last to P14. We are through to Q2. I had to pull that out the bag there and find 8/10 on my first lap. But find it we did. And qualify we have to the next round of qualifying. 10th and a half off my teammates still. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Good. Faster than both Williams and both Saubers and both Alpines. Which is as we would have expected from the performance index. And right with the V-carbs. Aston Martin and Mercedes are still a tick further on seemingly. Despite being relatively level on the performance index. But the performance index factors in our very strong power unit compared to our much weaker aero and chassis package. So I think it's perhaps slightly misleading, the current performance index. We're not actually as close to those faster teams as we might like to be, but we'll see how things progress here. I'm not expecting to get into Q3, so we will use the set of soft tyres. Using SRC, once you sign up, do you have to pay for each car setup separately, or do you have a database to choose from? So you can buy tracks, or you can buy setups per track, Angry Chef, or a blanket by game. So say you feel like you only need a setup for 3 or 4 tracks on F1 or on WRC or on iRacing or a set of Corsa, etc. Then you can get them specifically for that one track, or for a larger fee, obviously, you can get a blanket, all setups for that game for the whole of the cycle, including updates, etc. No, Hungary definitely doesn't play to Haas's strengths. The Ferrari power unit is a bit monstrous. I've never gone well in Hungary or Silverstone, though. I've always struggled. In every series we've ever done, I've always struggled. No worries, Theo. Catch you later, dude. Just a bank lap, don't worry. Stay off that frigging curb, though.
That's P13. P13.
Oof. P14's at. Yeah, I'm definitely better at Monaco than I was. Still not great, though. It's probably going to be a medium soft, I imagine, for the race. One presumes. Kevin's done a 15.4. Yikes, Carlos Sainz only a 16.7. Must have been impeded, you presume.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Sorry, bear with. Oh. Nat doesn't have the app on her phone, so when she goes to this one specific car park, I get a, can you pay for my parking, please? It's like 40p, so it's really not that deep. Sure, I can stretch. The car park is in a village that has absolutely shite signal as well, so half the time, even if you try to pay for parking, it doesn't fucking work. I presume that's Carlos Sainz on track. It is. Both McLarens, one Ferrari, Red Bull and Aston Martin have all elected to stay in the... Oh no, McLarens are coming out very late. Ignore that then.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
They're gonna get in the way of Carlos though. Carlos Sainz is starting his flying lap now, and the McLarens are gonna get in the way, and Carlos Sainz needs a lap. So this could be huge if he gets impeded here. They're gonna let him through. Just keeping an eye on the minimap whilst we're on our out lap. One moves out of the way. He's going to catch up with the second McLaren though, right? An awkward part of the track, really. Carlos Sainz could be in trouble here. The McLarens will get the absolute best of the track performance though, the track evolution. So we need to find over a second, really. So here goes nothing. As he goes very deep at turn one. Good, and then nearly bins it. He might actually get a decent toe off the second McLaren as that happens. Significantly up on our first lap on the worn tyres, but I still don't think this is going to be much higher than 13th or 14th for us here, maybe even still 15th. Across the line in a 15.6, and it is indeed P15 for us. We have previously said that Hungary isn't a great track for me, nor does it really suit the Haas package with a great power engine or power unit, but not such a superb aero or chassis package, and as has proven to be, because even Kevin's down in 13th, and I'm 2.5 tenths off my teammate at the moment. Wasn't a superb lap, but no lap I put in at Hungary is a superb lap. We're going to struggle to get points today, I think. I'm happy to stay at 105 for the time being, though. I don't think there's any need to lower the difficulty right now. I like the challenge, and like I say, track-specific at Silverstone and here. Hoping to go better in Belgium and Zandvoort, but we shall wait and see how things progress. We might get lucky in the race. We might not get lucky in the race. Well, it wasn't unlucky in Silverstone, was it? I made the mistake to nick my front wing, so We could have finished better in Silverstone. Hopefully we can finish better in Hungary. Let's go and sort our race strategy out. Undercut could be powerful, yeah, you're right. So that's certainly something we'll look into. Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. I'll be honest, I've not heard of the Florida Panthers. I'll wait and see with penalties, Daniel, but probably a P15 start, yeah. Yeah, we were slower in Q2 than we were in Q1. I could have been closer to Daniel. Daniel. Closer to Kevin. Kevin was actually a tenth slower in Q2 as well, weirdly. So I don't know whether there was track temperature to blame for that or what.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of Formula One action. Historically, a good race for first-time victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the very first time right here. We're northeast of Budapest for today's race at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring circuit. 14 corners here, 8 to the right and 6 to the left, on a track where downforce is king and passing is... It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Max Verstappen on pole. Insert my shocked face. Oscar Piastri in P2, though, is a great qualifying for the Australian. Whacking it onto the front row alongside Max. And we'll have the inside line, I think, for turn 1 as well. Both McLarens very strong. Alonso in P4 has really outperformed the Aston Martin there, to be completely honest. Strolled down in 10th. We qualified 15th. We will start 14th because someone has a penalty. That someone is Charles Leclerc, though, so won't be too long before he's passed me, will it? We were actually 2 tenths faster in Q1 than we were in Q2. Kevin was also a tenth slower in Q1 than he was in Q2.
We're not going to have quite the same top speed we have at other tracks. The good news is, though, it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. So try to make the most of it during the race and quali if you can.
And quali, yeah, we're already at the race, pal. So it is going to be a 2-stop race. Like a 3-stop could be okay, but the soft tyres really aren't going to last that long. Medium hard is probably the best way to go about it. We could maybe extend the medium stints to do a soft stint at the end, but it doesn't look likely of it being actually that good. It depends on our tyre wear. If wear's okay, then we might be able to extend one and or both of the medium stints, but I imagine that's probably going to be our quickest way to the end and save a pit stop and not do the 3-stop. Some hard tyre starters, some soft tyre starters, which is intriguing. Zhou on softs behind us. I'm on mediums compared to others that are starting on the hard, and Oscar starting on softs as well is the only other soft starter in second compared to Max's medium tyres. So you presume the soft starters are on a 3-stop, whereas we're trying to do a 2-stop. We can switch to a 3-stop if we feel like we need to or want to, but at the moment I'm still probably going to hang on for the 2-stop, and because overtaking is so difficult here, go for track position over trying to make some overtakes. But we'll wait and see how the race unfolds. Hungary is a bit of a drinker fuel-wise, so I will only take it... In fact, that's max fuel at 71.6. So I might just leave it as is and not take any risks with fuel. We may still need to save some. So it's going to be a difficult Grand Prix from P14 with the Ferrari behind and not a car that's suited very well to this track. But we shall try and move forward if we can and try and get a better position if we can. And if things progress the way that we hope they might do, with a little bit of luck, there might be a point or two in it for us. Whilst you guys predict whether I will finish P11 or higher, or P12 or lower. Whilst I go for a quick toilet break before we start the 100% race distance Grand Prix. Fornisanga, thank you very much for the follow, mate. Welcome to the channel. I'm just going to quickly turn the AC unit on as well, and I will BRB. Hummus the M, always, every time. My man's just had a seizure on his keyboard. First time in the chat, doesn't follow the channel. Just passed out on his keyboard. Soft, soft, medium, medium. Probably not great because I don't have enough new, fresh, soft tyres. Nearly 10 seconds slower. Probably. Remove Boost stint. Yeah, no, it's not the one. No, 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 don't do that. All good, thank you, Glenn, mate. Hope you well as too, my man. Let's go on a formation lap. Yay. Brakes are chilly, 26 degrees.
Okay, so everything looks good on the power unit cycles, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature. Conditions look stable at the moment, no rain currently expected.
We could go medium, hard, medium, maybe. "21 laps. Something I hadn't factored in. Yeah, it was lap 17, wasn't it? For the medium tyre. 17 lap stints, rather, for the medium tyre for a 3-stop. Alright, tyre temp is not great. Lost quite a bit around there because you can't really push the aero that hard because you're going too slow. Hopefully, though, our medium tyres will be warmer than those on the hards, and we'll still be able to have a decent race and a decent start, which we have gotten. Although, Jesus, Esteban Ocon's been flying. Do I try and stick up the inside? You really, Charles? Right. Well, Charles Leclerc has just driven straight into me there. He turns right here and turns into me, Ads. The way where he's turning, I'm not even sure whether he makes the apex. He definitely turns into me. I am straight. Look at my steering wheel. I am straight, 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 right. And he hits me. Good. Not again then. We're on the mediums, which should be slightly warmer than those on the hards around us. We hope. A lot of revs off the line though. Charles darting this way and that, trying to get around me. Good start by Esteban Ocon. Wasn't superb for me. I'm going to drift to the outside here. Try and get the outside of 1 to then have the inside of 2. And maybe make some of those positions back. We use a bit of battery here as well. We started 14th. We are 14th again. Trying not to hit Pierre Gasly here. And we've managed to get ourselves back to where we started. Charles Leclerc's actually lost the position now because Zhou Guan Yu in the Sauber on the softs has nabbed him. A bit slower through 4 than anticipated, but it's fine. So we'll try and make some positions if we can on the medium tyre. I don't know what pit strategy those in front on the hards, or those around us on the hards, are actually on. I'd be tempted to go medium, hard, medium. I didn't check that in the race strategy screen. But to be on the softer compound at the end of the race would probably be favourable. It would just not be great if we end up with a safety car midway during that hard stint, because I would then be forced into doing an extra stop because the mediums wouldn't last. It is a long 70-lap race. So we're going to have to play it by ear and see how long these mediums last. We might be forced into a 3-stop anyway. We shall wait and see. But maintaining position at least on lap 1, and hopefully moving forward henceforth.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake.
That's where the concentration really has to set in, because it's such a tight and technical circuit. Any mistake, and you will get punished for it. And we can't afford to get punished for anything. DRS enacted now, or enabled now, should I say. Kevin is a little ways behind the Aston Martin in front of him. I'm not sure if K-Mag has DRS here. I think he might. Yeah, he does. But a bit of a gap opening up behind one of the V-carbs. Actually, the Red Bull having a good start at the minute. Max out in front. Oscar wasn't able to make the most of the inside line into turn 1. Just going to concentrate on my driving for a little bit, if you don't mind. Chat and YouTube. We need to make sure we don't lose any time. We're going to be making an earlier stop than a number of others. So we need to make the most of our time on the softer compound and then make the most of the undercut too. Let's have 2 attempts at turning in there.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
Big gap opening up now between the V-carbs and the front 6, or front 8 or so. In front of this train. Not using much of my battery here, really. Really should be utilising it a little bit better, I think. Frustrating thing is, these final couple of turns, I'm really not great at. So I'm not able to actually get close enough to the car in front, whilst they've got DRS on the car in front of them, to actually make a move into turn 1. I'm always about half a second behind here. So I'm not close enough to make a lunge. Big train here though, they're starting to fight in front as well. I think Stroll is looking to make a move on Yuki, failing to do so, but this whole group is now stuck there. There's a Williams right at the back. One presumes that's Logan Sargent. Just ask David Coulthard, I'm sure he'll tell you. The Ferrari of Leclerc still P16 and not really making many inroads at the minute to getting further forward. That was terrible. Thankfully, we're slightly stronger than Pierre through this part of the track at the minute, but I think that's probably just because we're in this train, not because I'm actually faster than Pierre Gasly.
Overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Gap to your teammate ahead.
Yeah, that wider line doesn't work for me, heads.
The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Well done.
Ocon and Leclerc fighting behind, which is good for us in the short term because it allows us to get down the road a little bit. But in the long term, that's then going to be a Ferrari right behind me. They're still side by side here, which will mean that they're going to be very slow through turn 4. I've got a bit of a gap to close up on Pierre Gasly now. I don't want to drop out of DRS range myself with the cars in front, so time to shut up and drive again. Ocon is holding his own at the minute against Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. Can't afford to get dropped here. We are drinking fuel as well, quite considerably. We've just dropped out of DRS range of Pierre Gasly as the tyres are starting to get to the point where now the hard tyre is the better tyre to be on, and Charles Leclerc is just going to say, "Ta very much, toodaloo." I'm actually going to let him go, and we'll try and stick with him and follow him up to the group in front again. Hopefully he's not a full second a lap faster than me around here. He might well be though, in that Ferrari, on the better tyre right now. So time to use some battery. Lap 10 of 70. And I think the 3-stop is starting to show itself as potentially the better option here, because these tyres are going to be so worn by lap 21. I'm not even sure I'm going to make it that far.
Dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Yeah, set up.
Ocon behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, they've done 10 laps on those tyres. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining. And the time last lap, 1:19.8. And gap to the car in front, 1.8 seconds.
You can see already the difference not having DRS is making to our progression. And now being on the medium tyre as well. They are making 2 stops, those that are on the hards. So they're going to go hard, medium, medium. We're using a lot of fuel so far, a third nearly of that we started when we're only a 7th of the way through the race. So we will also have to save fuel in this Grand Prix as well. You imagine everyone else will have to as well, but they might have been saving some in the DRS train and might be okay. But without DRS, we're falling very much behind those in front. Ocon's now going to take me, he's on the better tyre. My tyres are 20% worn front left. I could make it to 21 certainly and keep the 2-stopper.
Okay, mate. Engine's running,
but it's not going to be,
hot.
it's really not running hot.
Let's try and keep it cooler.
You're kind of forcing that there, game. The engine's not running hot, but we are running slow at the moment. So it might be a case of switching to the hard tyre next and then running the softer medium compound at the end of the race. But I'd fear that dropping to the hard tyre without DRS would absolutely kill our strategy. And we'd be just as slow as doing that as we would be doing an extra pit stop for a set of softs at some point. So I'm a bit torn at the moment as to whether to switch to a 3-stop strategy or just stay with a 2-stop but swap the hard stint and the middle medium stint around. But what is painfully obvious right now is that we do not have the pace on this tyre at this moment in time to be competitive. Again, I fear it might be track specific.
5.3 seconds.
but with the way that this stint is going now, I would contemplate doing Spa at 104 rather than at 105. We'll see how the race unfolds. So Guan Yu is in the pits off those soft tyres. Piastri is certainly struggling on his now. You can see at the front on the minimap that that first McLaren is holding up a number of other cars here that are at the moment struggling to get through. We are on the same tyre as Alex Albon with some battery management able to stay with him. So part of the reason we're losing pace at the minute is definitely because of the tyre, not necessarily because of the difficulty level of the AI. Because Esteban Ocon is still pulling away from Alex Albon as well, and we've been able to stick within a second of Alex. Though he is, at the moment, quicker than me. We are relying on DRS to stick with him. DRS that I have now just lost because I'm over a second behind. Fernando Alonso is out. Fernando Alonso retires from the session. That's from like P3, I think. Yep, engine's gone bang on the Aston Martin. It's a free position for us. And I don't think that'll cause any sort of safety car there on the outside of turn 13. So it should just be green flag racing continually. If it did bring out a safety car, we would have considered switching to a 3-stop. Yellow flags through this part of the track. We have confirmation lost DRS on Alex Albon now. So I am at the moment of the opinion that maybe the difficulty at 105 since the AI patch is slightly too high. But I'll gauge your feedback on that with regards to the comment section on YouTube and the live chat on stream as well. Still thinking of pushing to lap 21 and putting the hard tyre on. Although I'm not sure whether that's the right call at this moment in time. It is hard to call because they're not my stronger circuits. Max Verstappen in the box.
You hit the target well there. Nice one.
That's
Not where you're going
intriguing.
in this race, though, so keep your head
Verstappen from P1 off the hard tyre. I'm pretty sure. Off the medium tyre. Verstappen off the medium tyre has now gone to softs. So unless he's medium soft harding, which I don't think he will be, I think Max Verstappen is going to be medium soft, medium harding, and Max is doing a 3-stop. I can ask, he's right next to me. I believe Max is 3-stopping here. Me on my inside, so we've got to be careful.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 8.8 seconds.
Let's ask.
And Verstappen's behind. They're on fresh softs. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
Max Verstappen is 3-stopping. Medium, soft, medium, hard. Or medium, soft, hard, medium.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.3 seconds.
Getting stuck behind me is really not going to do his race any good whatsoever. This undercut for him on the softs is not working for Max right now. Because I'm in the way. Sorry, Mr. Verstappen, but I am running my own race.
Okay, so the car behind's just come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Soft tyres on the car behind.
I think I'll box on 18 or 19. Go on, Max. I'll box 18 or 19 for a set of hard tyres.
Battery charge is high. Let's
Sainz is in the box as well, as is Piastri now. But Piastri started soft, Sainz started medium, so a lot of the front runners seem to be 3-stopping. Whereas a lot of those of us at the back are 2-stopping. Just shows that they have the pace at the front to be able to make up on track that time lost in an extra pit stop. Whereas those of us at the back don't have that luxury. I'm going to box this lap for a set of hards.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
We're going to have to take them a long way. A really long way. At the minute, there's no point just sitting here and losing time. We might as well try something and try and make up a bit of time if we can. So in we come from P14 for our first of 2 planned stops. The first of 2 planned stops. Going onto the hard tyre rather than the medium tyre, switching the strategy and hoping that this will work out longer term. Because after about 10 laps, the hard tyre became the better race tyre compared to the medium.
Pit strategy complete.
And Zhou has gone soft, soft. Zhou Guan Yu has gone soft, soft, intriguingly. So we'll now put this hard tyre on. Well, they reckon I can go to the end on this set. I could, it will go that far, but not with any pace. So we'll look to run this set till lap 50, and then the plan is to box 50 to go to another set of mediums. As it stands. 50 to go to another set of mediums. Now the grind begins.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.9 seconds.
fuel is definitely a concern. We've used nearly half of our fuel after less than a third of the race. So everyone is going to have to fuel save in this race, ourselves included. To give me a gauge of how fast we're going on this hard set compared to those that haven't stopped yet, I'll ask about K-Mag. 31.7. Let's see. 7th? Let's see how fast we are or what the gap is doing compared to Kevin. He is in a DRS train with a V-Carbon and Aston Martin, so that is going to work in his favour. 31.7 seconds was the gap. Let's see what it is after a couple more. More boxers. A V-Carb is in. A Red Bull has boxed. That'll be Sergio Perez. And an Alpine is in as well. Both Alpines were around us prior to this first round of pit stops. Valtteri Bottas has also boxed. It's Alex Albon, actually, sorry. It's the Williams that's in, not the Alpine. And we are going to undercut Alex Albon. But he's now on the medium tyre, whereas we're on the hard. He's gone medium-medium, intriguingly. Because he started on the medium as well. So Alex medium-medium harding. Whereas we're medium-hard mediuming. At some point, in the not too distant future, lap 30 or so, this will become the better tyre again compared to that medium. Thing is, I need to save some fuel. So we're going to have to take a little bit of pain now to hopefully get a little bit of gain later. We're massively gaining on Sargent on those original hard tyres. And the gap to my teammate is now 31.1. That was 31.7. So we are gaining on Kevin.
Your last lap time, 1:19.7.
We are gaining on Kevin, despite the fact he's in a DRS train. So that shows that this hard tyre is working for us. Nobody in the pits this lap. So far we've burned half of our fuel. We started with 1.5 laps. We now have 3/4 of a lap left in a third the race. So we're going to need to save about half a lap. Joe was now caught Logan Sargent in front. I'll be curious to know if Zhou is actually thinking about going soft, soft, hard, but I imagine he's doing 2 more stops.
Okay, we think they've got 2 stops remaining. 2 stops remaining.
So Sauber soft, soft, medium, mediuming, or soft, soft, medium, harding. Alex is closing rapidly on us, but that's to be expected. This could come back to us here.
Behind is lapping faster than us by around a second a lap.
Could come back to us yet. Might be able to get within DRS range of Logan here, which would help us defend from Alex, who's going to have DRS on me, and we have exactly done that. So DRS on Logan Sargent. I will try and save some fuel at the end of the straight.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake. Use overtake.
Save a bit of fuel and use DRS and ERS, get the overtake done, save a bit more fuel, and then hopefully go and catch Zhou Guanyu now on his very much wearing softs. Getting the move done on Logan was important because hopefully Alex Albon's going to get stuck behind him for a lap. So there's just a little bit of a reprieve to the Williams behind. The faster of the 2 Williams behind. And not only that, means that the tyres will be more in our favour by the time Alex gets to us. Or less in his favour, should I say, probably more accurately. Less in his favour by the time that he catches me. Kevin is in the pits now, as is a number of other cars, including one of the Alpines. We should have caught Zhou to within DRS range in the next couple of laps, I think, hopefully. Ocon has gone hard next, so Ocon's gone hard, has he? Has Ocon gone hard? A lot of them have gone hard. Okay, that's unexpected. They're running 2 sets of hard, so they'll go hard, medium, whereas we're going medium, hard, medium. That's intriguing. And wholeheartedly unexpected. Lots of different strategies at play here. But we've undercut Esteban Ocon now as well. As has Alex Albon. We save 0.35 laps worth of race fuel, do we?
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.6 seconds.
We need to basically get it back to a full lap's worth, don't I? Oh, 0.35 worth of fuel every 10 laps. Fuck. Okay, that's something entirely different. Not quite in DRS range to Zhou Guanyu here, annoyingly. Gasly's in the box. We've undercut Gasly as well. He also has gone hard. Our tyres are only 4 to 7% wear so far. After nearly 10 laps. Which bodes well. We are going to be within DRS range to show this lap as well. This could work for us, you know. We'll all be on the medium tyre at the end of the race. Apart from Albon, actually, who's going to be on the hard. But we saw how good a race tyre the hard was compared to the medium halfway through our previous medium stint. But on less fuel, hopefully the medium will remain more competitive for a longer period of time at the end of the race. I'm going to try and do exactly the same to Zhou as I did to Logan Sargent, i.e. still overtake, DRS, ERS, but still save some fuel at the end of the straight if possible. Alex Albon might even go for an overtake on Zhou Guanyu as well here.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Just keep pushing.
Bit of contact with Zhou there. I might have pinched him a little bit too much. Was probably on me. We're going to get the move done. Albon is also going to get the move done by the looks of things. Alex Albon is going to have the inside line for 4. Albon is through on Zhou Guanyu. Not the cleanest of overtakes from me on the Chinese, but we got the job done. And again, it's earned us a bit of a reprieve to Albon. He's dropped over a second behind again. So continually his tyres will be wearing significantly faster than ours. And the further we go, the more the tyre wear and lap time delta swings back in our favour compared to Alex Albon. At the moment, I'd say we're not in a bad spot for a 13th place finish here. Zhou's boxed now to get off those softs for the second time. Max Verstappen is boxed again because he put softs on that previous stint. And he only gained 3 seconds. A pit stop plus 3 seconds for Max Verstappen on those soft tyres. So they are mighty quick compared to the hards in the hands of a Red Bull.
Okay, mate, let's try and pick our moments when we use the RS. Let's try to be consistent with it going forward, please. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, we're not going to catch Max though. Just trying to keep an eye on the gap to K-Mag. It was 7, I think, and is now up to 8.4. So our teammate is faster than us here, but we did know that anyway. And he's on slightly fresher tyres. And he's got DRS on an Aston Martin, so Kevin has a lot of things going for him here.
Car ahead, now on the hard compound.
But Alex is, in a minute, going to challenge, I think, down the pit straight next time round with his DRS. If I've got a bit of a gap, I might try and save a bit of fuel, but Alex is going to go for it, so I will save some fuel. We'll just sit behind the Williams and save some more fuel for the as long as we can behind him for this remainder of this stint. He will box before we do. I could really do with saving some fuel continually.
got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button.
Yellow flag in front. I think a V-Cub's going slowly. No, it's Max Verstappen. The championship leader, albeit is a leader by a long way. Championship leader is retiring. Max is out. His engine has given way on him. That's an extra position for us. That's 2 positions we've gained through retirements now. Max's lead at the top of the championship will close, albeit it's ginormous already, so he can probably afford to do that 3 more times this season and still win the championship. But Max Verstappen will not be winning the Hungarian Grand Prix today.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
I think the changeover's happening. I think we've got more pace than Alex Albon right now. The medium tyre has worn enough now that the hard tyre is again the better tyre to be on. It's a really good race tyre here, the hard. But we will be switching to mediums about lap 50 or so is the plan. Continually. We'll also continually saving fuel here behind the Williams and keeping the 2 Alpine at bay in the process as well, which is good. Happy with how things are going so far. I was a little bit unsure of it when we started to lose pace and positions earlier in the Grand Prix, but we might be alright still, you know. We would actually be 15th still if it weren't for the retirements, so we do need to factor that in. I still feel like we're doing okay. Yeah, there's no chance of rains there. Right, we're at half race distance now.
Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake. Good job on hitting that target, mate. Nice work. Still a long way to go, though. Gap to your teammate ahead, 13.3 seconds.
Yeah, so K-Mag has nearly doubled the advantage. He was 7 seconds ahead of us when he came out of the pits, and he's now 13 or so. I changed it back, Zach. I was looking to see if I had another set of hards. I don't. Danny. Thank you, mate. 66th month. 51 of which in a row. Right, okay. Too busy talking to Danny. Lost my position. Let's get that back again, please. Drive faster. The irony when that was your comment with subscribing and I ended up nearly losing a position. Don't use me as an excuse. Tell you what, lads, I am sweating in here right now. It's 30 degrees in the office. Lovely. Having a great time. Nitty, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the game, my man. Might just take a brief moment to call the office down again, if you don't mind. What do we think about the difficulty level, chat? Spraff, thank you for the follow, mate. Do we think I need to lower it to 100 and... do we think I need to lower it to 104 for Spa? Do we trial lowering it to 104 for Spa? Losing time to a Ferrari on brand new soft tyres isn't our concern, Zach, to be honest. Yeah, lowering to 104 is probably what I tend to do, or I'd lean towards doing. But it's been a fun race so far. Obviously having to drive as solidly as we possibly can. And as consistently as we possibly can. I am off tomorrow, ads, yes. Off tomorrow, back Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You reckon keep this difficulty, IB? I have lost 7 seconds to Kevin behind Alex Albon, but I'm saving fuel and Kevin is being dragged along by a faster car. Difficulty does seem to be very track dependent, you're right, Tom. Prior to the patch, I was happy with the difficulty at 105. This is basically us figuring out whether the patch and the change to the way that the AI use their ERS has made it too difficult for me at 105, or whether we're still competitive enough to get good, entertaining racing out of it. The plan is to get 2 episodes of FC recorded this afternoon, ads. So it would be F1 first on Thursday as well. The plan would be to do Spa first. If we get 2 episodes of FC recorded today, then yes, F1 is first Thursday. If we don't, then it will be FC first Thursday. Yeah, no need to rush though, ads. Don't feel like you need to like change your day around just to test the AI. Silverstone and Hungary aren't great markers for me to judge. You're right, Chi. I've never really done that well here, and Spa should be better for the Haas car with a stronger power unit. So we'll play it by ear. Maybe I do try Spa at 105, and then for Zandvoort, which is going to be more like here, we potentially drop it to 104 if we feel like we need to. I'll run a poll. I'll run a quick poll. New poll. Thanks for follow, Beans. Welcome to the channel, mate. Appreciate it. Spain and Hungary were strong for the AI in previous games. Spain especially. Yeah, I think that's fair, IB. Maybe, I'm really torn. I'm really torn. Like, my fear content-wise is to do 105 and just not get any content and have a dead race, as opposed to do 104, find out that we're too quick, but at least get some content. But that's fair. Like, if I'm better at some tracks and worse at some tracks, then it is realistic for me to be faster at some and not as fast than others. Alright. 80-20 at the minute for stay at 105, so I'm quite happy to stay at 105. True, it will result in more content in the long run. As long as people keep watching it, so I can afford to keep paying. So I can afford to keep paying Chris. Then you will get the content. Now it's when we get a wet spa. Jeez, the AC has been on for like 5 minutes and it's still 29 degrees in here, so as soon as I turn this off, it's just going to be fucking bacon again. Fuck it. Oh, time to die. Go. Kevin made a mistake. He's lost a couple of positions and the gap has just dropped from 14 to now 12. So Kevin's made a mistake somewhere, cost him time. Yasu's in the box for his hard tyres to go to the end on. He's coming out of the box now though.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
As he's having a look whilst we're still trying to save some fuel behind Albon.
Okay, we lost
Gasly's
position.
taken me.
Try to keep focus.
And then he's gone defensive into 2. So Gasly's through. The Alpines I do feel like the Alpines are faster than me right now, regardless. But my tyres are older than theirs, so mine are hitting a point where they're becoming less competitive. and their hard tyres are becoming the better tyre, even more so than ours over Alex Albon. We have been saving fuel behind Alex, though, to be fair, so it's not necessarily a fair reflection of our overall pace. But equally, the Alpines have been stuck behind me and Alex as well, so that's not necessarily a reflection of their overall pace either. We can probably stop fuel saving about lap 46 or 7, I'd imagine, and then be able to get to the end.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres.
Gasly going for an Albon now.
Right, a gap to the teammate ahead of us. 12.8 seconds.
It's probably going to be race critical to try and clean to the back of Pierre here now, rather than the back of Albon. I'm not going to be able to keep with Gasly. Gasly's too quick. Even if I take Albon, Gasly's going to be too quick, I think. Gasly's gone.
Ocon's behind you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 16 laps old.
16 laps old, and ours are 24 laps old. So they've got an 8-lap tyre delta on us.
We think they've got one more stop.
Which is actually pretty huge.
1:19.6.
And Albon is in now. So that's Alex Albon dipping to put his hard tyres on to get him to the end. We're almost certainly going to finish behind both Alpines, I think. Ricciardo's just boxed for a fresh set of hards. Let's take him to the end. Tyres at the moment, 21% worn front left.
And gap to the car in
Having
front,
done 24 laps.
7 seconds.
I could take these hard tyres to the end. They just won't be very good when we get there. Or on the way to getting there. From about lap 55 onwards, these hards are going to be pretty awful. But the new medium tyre, when we put it on, is only really going to be significantly better for about 10 laps of the 20-ish we're going to look to try and do. So it might be a case of boxing lap 50, unless the Alpines box earlier than that and will react. If the Alpines box earlier than 50, then I'll react. Ocon getting me now with his DRS and DRS. We're not in a great position in a minute. The two Alpines are just faster than us. Gasly's not going to the end. Both Gasly and Ocon have both... Oh, not instant replay. Both Gasly and Ocon have both run hard, I believe. Yeah, both Gasly and Ocon have run hard, so they both have to pit again. I technically don't, but I'm going to be slower to the end by staying on this hard set than I would be if I boxed and went faster on the mediums. Their hard tyres are 8 laps younger than mine, at least. Whoa, steady. .8 laps worth of fuel left. Or extra fuel, should I say. So we should be good to the end on fuel now. It's going to be close, but as the car is lighter, it should use less fuel. Still think a 49 or 50 box is the way forward for a medium set. Kevin is currently in P10 and in the points for the team, which is good.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
No, they don't.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Yes. Yeah, that's probably the right call, I think.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.2 seconds.
Rears are going to be pretty done soon, though. Especially that left one. I can already feel it wanting to over-rotate a little bit on right-handers.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Field is significantly more spread out here. Agreed. Way more than Silverstone as well. Silverstone was still very DRS trainy, but we said it was a very DRS trainy racetrack. Cars do...
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track around us now, so let's use it and make this next lap a quick one. Let's
Okay.
go.
Cars are still in a lot of places right behind one another, but not throughout the field.
Okay, really good. You hit
It's
that
2.5
target
seconds.
nicely. There's a long way to go in this race, so let's keep it
Oh,
clean.
yellow flag at the chicane. Yellow flag from Mercedes. It's still only just gotten going. Which Mercedes is it? It's George, I think. George has just binned it. Spun around at the first part of the chicane. Now just sat there. Is he going to start moving? He's reversing. This might cause a safety car. Or a VSC at the very least. If it does, we are boxing. Absolutely boxing for the medium set. He's still there, and he's causing...
Just follow the safety
Yeah,
car.
he's
Don't worry about the target.
causing
Follow
chaos.
the safety car.
George Russell just caused chaos. People got up to him and then couldn't get past. Well, the Ferrari just misses him, look. And then the Alpine and the V-Carb arrive. Along... Where's Stroll? Oh, Stroll's just straight up hit him, and then the V-Carb behind him's hit him. In, mediums to the end, put the car in lean, don't save any more fuel. Good. We might, maybe, potentially, perhaps, be able to get a point today now. And lean. And box. Lance is out. Lance is out. He's just straight up retired. I didn't think he'd lost a tyre.
Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
George is still there. He's got a 10-second penalty at the minute. George is trying to get back on track. George might get disqualified sooner rather than later. We are P11 right now. Now, what happens with the Alpines? Is it too early for them to consider boxing? If the Alpines don't box for those medium tyres now, then that will be a huge mistake and will gain time, basically a full pit stop on both of them. They are both in. They're double stacking at Alpine. It is the right call. It will cost one of them time to me.
Targets for now. We've got to focus on the pit stop.
But we should hopefully take one of the Alpines here. Maybe not. We're going to significantly close the gap. But I think they might just get him out in time. They just got him out in time. That's annoying. It's close, though. It was very close. Right, I'm going to take it out of lean now so we don't overladen the car with fuel. We don't want to be too heavy that we then cost ourselves lap time. But we are P13. Russell's got a 10-second penalty behind us. We're going to be under, hopefully, no pressure from behind. Although Bottas on... Oh, we might be under pressure from behind, you know. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out from here. Russell served his penalty in the box. Lucky boy. Lucky boy.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta's negative, which means you're going too fast. Reduce your pace.
We're going to be under the safety car for a long time. Because Russell, Bottas and Zoe are a long way back. It's going to be at least lap 51, I think, before we're racing again. Unless the safety car goes before the whole train is back behind them. Really trying to look after the tyres behind the safety car. Kevin is still on for points, yes. I believe Kevin is, in fact, maybe even P8 right now.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 29.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're 8th.
Yeah,
Your
Kevin
last lap
8th.
time, 1 minute, 39.9.
Mediums will indeed go to the end, yes. Safety car in this lap.
Ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap.
And not waiting for Russell, Bottas and Zhou. They should catch though significantly. I think they will gain the end of the train by the time we go racing again. Fully expecting obviously to get overtaken by Russell in the Mercedes. But can we earn any positions on Ocon, Gasly, Albon or Ricciardo? Kevin Magnussen currently running P8 and in the points for Haas. This is fantastic right now. No fuel concerns to the end of the race. It is an 19-lap sprint to see who gets what. Yellow flags in front. Not sure if no one's been lapped and needs to get out of the way. Or have they? Someone's going slowly. Ah, Sargent. Just going to very kindly pull right in front of me there. Sargent is a lap down. Right. Crack on. I thought for a minute there was chaos in front of us again. Tsunoda going for it on Kevin, or Kevin going for it on Tsunoda, I think more like. Kevin up to P7, go on lad. Points for Haas here. George Russell has joined the party. DRS will be enabled this lap. Russell fastest lap of the race. They're going for it in front. I'm going to go for it too, up the inside of Ocon. Bit of battery, maybe, just to squeeze it. Just to squeeze it. That's P12. Albon is on hards as well, which is not great for him at this stage, but by the end of the race, he will be on the better tyre. Kevin's gone. Kevin's taken Tsunoda and disappeared. Yuki must either be running with damage or significantly worn tyres. It might be damage from contact with George or Stroll during that safety car incident. Oh, big lock up from Gasly there. That was a proper code brown. I thought I was in real trouble then. There we go. Tsunoda's probably going to lose a few positions here now. Do I do to Gasly what we did to Ocon? I'm going to. Big lunge. It's P11. Can we hold it? Can we hold it? In a minute, no. Should have the inside line for turn 3 though. Gasly's backed out of it. That's P11. And Tsunoda is struggling. If we can hold positions, we might be able to get on for some points today. Oh, got a good run here. Albon and Tsunoda both gone defensive. We're on the outside of Albon, we're on the outside of Tsunoda. A double overtake and into the points, ladies and gentlemen. Into the points. P9. There's a thumbnail. Potentially, anyway. Oh, look, Yuki's got front wing damage. He's missing the right side of his end plate. Or missing his right end plate. That's why. Might zoom a bit here, actually. And the rear element. Oh yeah, you're right. And he's missed half of his front wing, not just the right end plate. Straight up, half of his front wing is missing. That is not conducive to a good race speed, Yuki. And he's just not boxing for it either.
You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Okay, gap to the car in front. 1.9 seconds.
Now, Ricciardo is on hards, so I don't know if at this stage of the race, or this stage of the stint, we might be the faster car. Tsunoda still has Gasly behind. Not sure what our tyre percentage looks like. 5 and 6%. We might be in the faster car at the moment. Although it won't be long before Daniel is in the faster car. And it helps if I don't make mistakes like that. For sure. Concentration time.
Behind starting to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it.
Fuck.
Managing your tyres, manage your tyres. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 6.0 seconds.
DRS range on Daniel. K-Mag is maintaining the gap at about 6 seconds at the moment. Excuse me, Mr. Ricardo. We would like a double Haas 7th, 8th, please, if you don't mind.
Nice move. Keep going.
Give him the squeeze here. Don't need to. We are through. P8 for us, P7 for our teammate. Game on for Haas here at the Hungaroring. Thank you, George Russell. Is all we can say, really. Still 13 laps to go. Sorry, 12 laps to go. His hard tyres will become the better tyre well before the end of the race. Just goes to whether we can hang on with battery throughout the lap to keep the position. Gap to Gasly 3 seconds. They're not too far behind that chasing Alpine. But there's an even bigger gap back to the other Williams of Albon in P11. So at this stage, with 11.5 laps to go, I'd say we are good for points here at the Hungaroring, albeit very, very lucky points. How many of them we get, though, not sure.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button a bit more.
Still busy reading chat. Fuck. Haas in real life tend to get anywhere from 9th on a really, really good day backwards. I think Nico Hulkenberg's picked up a few points this season.
You've lost some time to the car behind.
But as Ad says, the Haas package in this save right now is better than real life, and we've had 3 retirees from in front of us, and also George Russell bin it and be behind us. So if it weren't for the retirement of Fernando, Max, or it says there's 17 running. Oh, Stroll retired, didn't he? But it's just not registering on there. Stroll, Max, and Fernando were all three of them in front of us, so we would currently be running 10th and 11th. Make that 11th and 12th if Russell doesn't bottle it. So still basically on point. The former Sauber team is called Sauber again. Kick Sauber they are now. Although for 2026, they will be Audi and not called Sauber anymore continually. I believe Peter Sauber just sold the team, but I might be incorrect there. Do feel free to correct me if I am. The hard tyre is now the better tyre. It's switched again. And now I'm really going to struggle to keep Daniel Ricciardo behind me. Because he's just got a massive tyre advantage on us. The wear on those hards is so good here. Compared to even the medium. That it will be significantly quicker between now and the end of the race. Just going to have to try and use our battery as best as we can to keep him behind at the key points on the track, which most importantly are the two DRS zones between the last corner and the first corner, and the first corner and the second corner, i.e. right bloody here. So burn baby burn. Disco fucking inferno. Burn baby burn. Disco inferno. I am burn baby burning in this fucking office right now as well.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 6.7 seconds.
Good, thank you, Cesar. How are you, my man? Won't be live for the England game at 8 o'clock, no, sorry. I will be putting Jude to bed about 8 o'clock. I'm probably watching it on my phone in silence whilst he sleeps next to us. With headset half on. Just a set of Bose over ears, noise cancellation headphones, but one ear on, one ear off.
Okay, you're losing a small amount of time to the car behind, just keep pushing.
I had less commitments, Cesar, than I would still do the England watch-alongs. Adult life doesn't allow for that, unfortunately. With 5 laps to go as we cross the line, Pierre Gasly has arrived. As you can tell from the minimap, George Russell's on his way as well. Currently, by using my battery down the main straight and intermittently throughout the rest of the lap, we are able to keep Daniel Ricciardo behind. Same certainly won't be said for the Mercedes if he's able to get through Gasly and Ricciardo and get to us. But I'm confident enough of being able to keep Daniel behind until the end of the race to get this P8 for the team. But that is only thanks to George Russell, and we might end up not getting the P8 thanks to George Russell as he makes his way back through. So we shall wait and see how this race ends for now. There's not been much happening the past few laps. I've just been driving my heart out, doing my best to keep Daniel behind, and so far succeeding in doing so. Daniel's going for it. Go deep on the brakes, try and hold it around the outside. Use some ERS here. Daniel's got the move done.
Look out for a bit of understeer when
Literally the next lap after I've just said I'm pretty confident of keeping Daniel behind me. He's then gone and overtaken me. So now we try and stick with Daniel and get that position back again if possible. I don't know if that's going to be doable. Now we might end up finishing P11 where George Russell is and still not getting a point. Could go for it here. Daniel's gone defensive in the braking zone. We're going to get the position back again.
Nice work, mate.
Nice! Let's go! P8 again. Right, hold on for 3 laps, Ches. Just 3 laps, mate. You can do it. Here comes Daniel again. Try the same thing as we did before, but maybe give him a bit more of a squeeze this time. And Daniel's not gotten the move done, crucially. Previously, he made his way through and we had to earn it back. This time around, we're able to hold on around the outside, have the traction down to turn 2 and the inside line, and hold on to the position. 2 laps to go. Right, on to the last lap we go. Daniel's still right up behind me. I'm going to have to drain my battery here. He's going for it again. It's worked once, it's failed once. Oh, he's right alongside. He's right alongside. I need to get the inside line for 4 if I can, but we're ahead through 3. That should be, hopefully, P8 assured. Provided we make no mistakes in the second half of the lap. Oh, we've had to work for that, though. Really grind and dig deep. Battle hard. Take positions. Hold positions. Take positions back again. George Russell and Gasly have just been watching ourselves and Daniel Ricciardo go for it as Lando wins the race. I think Lando's second in the championship as well, actually, behind Max Verstappen, who obviously retired in this Grand Prix very early on. So Max's lead at the top of the championship will cut significantly. It's still going to be significant, though, to use the same word. Daniel having a cheeky look up the inside, but we will get a P7 and 8 double points finish for Haas here in Hungary. That is a great race for the team. My thumb is dead, but thank you, George Russell, for crashing and causing the safety car. We got P8 rather than P13 because of you, sir. Tar very much, pal. Charles Leclerc gets driver of the day. Lando Norris wins the Grand Prix. So went from P16 to the podium. What a result for Ferrari and Charles Leclerc there. That's absolutely huge. A quick look at the standings. No, Lando's actually down in 7th. So the gap is still 99 points for Max at the top of the championship. So huge. We've still got a decent gap to Lance Stroll behind us. Oscar Piastri continually is very much ahead of us. Visa Cash App RB are closing on us slightly in 6th place, but I think we're pretty comfortable for now. I think we actually have extended on them rather evidently there on this particular occasion. We'll leave it at 105. That may well be quantity of Drivers' Championship points earned in your F1 career. We've earned an accolade for presumably over 50 points in our driver career now. That's the first time first time Kevin Magnussen has made it into the points in his season so far. And we're surely going to go to 74 rated here. Indeed we are, and close to 75 as well. 52% the recognition now in our favour as well. And very much earned, I think. We're going to go upper level. New perk unlocked for the strategy analyst. What do we get for that? Practice program resource point rewards increased by 30%. So that's going to be, rather than 300 resource points every set of practice sessions, that's going to be 390%. That's huge. That's a massive jump for us. And that's what we've been waiting for, to try and speed up the improvement in the car. Although, to be fair, after 13 rounds, the car has significantly improved, hasn't it? That said, it's only really at the moment in our favour because of a very strong power unit. Secret meeting. Hello. Another secret meeting for the first time, probably, without Williams being present. So, the car is significantly better in the powertrain area compared to everyone else. If I go into... I can't actually go into anything here, can I? There you go. You can see the power unit is significantly better than anyone else by a long way. So by a margin the best power unit, but only the 6th best chassis, and I can't even see it. No, and the 6th best chassis and the 5th best, no, 7th best chassis and the 6th best aero package. So that's why we're not really challenging at the front, because quite frankly we're 6th and 7th, not actually 5th in level with Mercedes and challenging Ferrari because of our power unit kind of artificially inflating that R&D progress. So we're actually still with RB and Alpine, really, and Williams. So we're not as far ahead as we should be. So actually getting that sort of result is actually very, very good for us. It was indeed Kevin's first points finish of the season, and it shot us up to 53 points now with that 8th place. Spa should suit the car more with the power unit dependent track. Now then, holy moly, that is a red uniform. Ferrari. Now that's the realistic step. That's the realistic step to go from Haas, a Ferrari powered car, to the parent team, so to speak, the factory Ferrari team. In real life, Carlos Sainz is leaving Ferrari. I think I need to continue those talks, don't you? A jump from Haas to Ferrari would be giant for our career.
Socials and asking around, and I'm delighted to see
Oh.
the team are none the wiser about us chatting with
Good.
anyone else. And the meeting went well too. I know. I'm amazing. You're welcome.
Thanks, love. So then, we are progressing in talks with Ferrari. Whether we deserve to get that Ferrari seat depends on our performances for the rest of the season, I imagine. But delighted to be in the running for a Ferrari seat. Whether you guys think I deserve a Ferrari seat come the end of the season, we shall wait and see. And that will decide ultimately what we do in that regard. But we'll put these older parts in for practice at Spa. We will need some fresher bits for a very power-hungry track. Oh, man. Okay, look out. What's the weather going to be like in Spa-Francorchamps? Hopefully not Unbelievable, Jeff. I'm genuinely shocked that Ferrari are interested. Oh, the most important session is fully dry. But quali will start wet and dry up. Practice will be mixed. But thank the Lord, the actual race is fully dry. Oh, what a relief. Okay, so in the performance index, we're still above Aston Martin, etc. But expect us still to be challenging for 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, etc. in Spa. But, wow. Ferrari are interested. Whether they follow through on their interest longer term, whether we feel like we deserve that move, we'll wait and see. But at the minute, it's the logical step from Haas to Ferrari in terms of Haas are a Ferrari customer team and Ferrari are obviously the works team. Ollie Behrman, who's driven for Ferrari when he stepped in for Carlos Sainz earlier on in the season, is probably going to be driving for Haas next year in real life. So that is the obvious progressional career step for a Haas driver. So maybe we do get that drive. We'll wait and see at the end of the season. For now, though, thank you very much for watching what turned out to be a very dramatic and entertaining Hungarian Grand Prix. Join me in the next one for the Belgian Grand Prix, which hopefully will be just as good. I'll see you next time. Oh, they've announced it now, have they, Yin lad? Cool this room down. Oh, Christ alive, it's so hot in here. 31 degrees in the office. Now time for the AC to go through. No worries, Zach. Catch you later, dude. Sleep well, mate. Appreciate you sticking with us and coming back. I haven't been watching any of the Copa America, no. Oh, dearie me, that was intense. That was possibly one of the best races we've had in the save so far. F1 13 Hungary is what we'll call that, and then I can send that to Chris. Believe he's going to edit the British Grand Prix tonight, meaning that Silverstone should be up tomorrow, and then Hungary should be up the day after. Let me upload that now, so that he's got both. If he has the opportunity to do both, that would be lovely, but obviously we're only going to be uploading them one a day, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, mate. Bloody hell. I believe Trent is going to be on the bench tonight and Conor Gallagher will start. Still not the right decision, but we'll wait and see how it goes. It should work better against Slovenia. Or it should be, rephrase, it should be less of an issue against Slovenia. You hope, anyway. Time will tell, of course. Oi, oi, oi. I mean, so let's get rid of this. And open this. Turn the Xbox off so I don't die. There's one less piece of machinery pumping out heat, isn't it? Or is it 2:30? We'll definitely get the season finale recorded of FC today, I would have thought. Got 2 episodes to record, don't we? Each 3 games long. The last 6 games of the season. I don't know, Nath, actually. I think you're still at the job centre, but I'm not sure. We won't be recording the playoffs today, no. No, because a fan just blows the warm air at me, Tom. The AC actually cools the room down. Afternoon, Ben. How are you, mate? Come through London weather. Feel better soon, my man. Hopefully it's just a one-day thing. Right, let's have a look for you, shall we? Day 2 is it? Feeling a smidge under the weather. N heart. Still unemployed, unfortunately. Although why, I'm not sure. 73 finishing is very good. Standout stat, in fact. No worries, IB. Appreciate it, dude. Let me pay out those predictions. P11 or higher. Done. Get good, kid. And you're better than some that have a club. Alex doesn't have a club. Connor, Jordan, Nathan, sorry, Michael, and yourself are the only few actually not to have a club now. Everyone else is employed. Joe, you are 62. 62 currently. Sore throat and a cough. Yikes. Make sure you get the Lemsip down, you mate. Let's sort everything out for this so we can just start recording on the game day. Okay, everyone's going to be fine. Check the bench. Squad monthly report. You're all rubbish still. Guy is now 60, but he's still dead. Forest 59, but still not great technically. Not transfers, finances. What was the last thing we did? Shirt sales 9k. That one presumably after the match tickets to the Stevenage game, so it's just youth facilities. £20,000. Currently the budget or the balance stands at 3.1 million. Selling them and buying them back for the same price. I could do. I don't know what to do in that regard. I could offer them new contracts, someone mentioned in the comment section, but I don't know whether they'd accept with a transfer request currently in. Job's up to 61 now, which is good. Yeah. But they would only want important anyway. The issue was that it promoted them for the youth team with an important contract, which it shouldn't have done. Because I would never have offered them important, nor would they have expected important. Like Clarkson was 62 rated when we called him up. Oh, he's on rotation now, but I did that. I tried to remove them from the. I tried to remove him from the transfer list via the editor. Maybe I didn't save it. No. If they submit a transfer request, you just can't remove them from the transfer list, evidently. I will do, Jamie. I'll do the whole go offline, get some lunch, come back online thing. Nice to see George Thomas up another rating. Again, another solid season for George Thomas. I do want to improve in that cam roll, but at the minute I just can't justify replacing George Thomas because he's having a good season again. Cleary's up 4 now. Grieve might actually be the one to leave us. 7 goals in 19 games isn't bad, but ultimately, if Cleary is the better player, let's compare the two. If Cleary's the better player, then... Oh, I can't compare the two here, can I? Because he's not in the fucking thing. So, Cleary is faster, with a better shot, better passing, better dribbling, better defending, better physical. And Grieve has peaked. I think Grieve goes in the summer. Better ingredients, better pizza. Well, Dodds is up to 65 now. We might be in a position where we just quite frankly don't need to buy anyone for a window. Rose has also asked to go and put himself on the transfer list. Rose and Clarkson and Lee have all put in a transfer request. Because he's on important, Rose is on rotation, but I think I did that, and Clarkson's on rotation, but I did that. They all came up with important. Now, selling them and making profit is just cheating the system, though, isn't it, Nathan? Kelland Watts. If we go up, then yeah, I'll look to buy Kelland Watts. Because Zach, I might change to left back. I might buy Kelland Watts for centre back and change Zach Jules to a left back. Because he's got the pace to play there, and he could be my backup left back behind George Nurse. Although I'd have to offer him a new contract. Probably. Stevens is up to 66. If we go up, Stevens gets the chance. If we don't go up, Stevens gets sold and we replace him. So I presume he's valued, yeah, twice as much. Oh, Grieve. You meant Grieve. Sorry, Nath. Yeah. No, I am going to look to sell Grieve. Because of the improvement of Cleary, I am going to look to sell Grieve. Ball control 67, dribbling 63. Ball control 69, dribbling 68. Ball control 62, dribbling 66. So his ball control's not as good, but we can start to train that. Cleary's just a better player now. And Grieve has been inconsistent for us, hasn't he? So I'd be happy to sell Grieve now. He came in, he did a job. Yengi's doing really well. 9 goals in 14 games. Yengi's been sensational for us. Really, really pleased with Kasuni Yengi. No, Joe. I don't think so. I have Dunder, yes. I have watched House of the Dragon now. I am caught up. So we are third, but I've played a game more than Barnsley and Charlton and Peterborough and Sheffield Wednesday, and 2 games more than Huddersfield and Blackpool and Wickham. No, exactly. Yengi's just been solid. But we have Peterborough and Sheffield Wednesday in the run-in. Bristol Rovers were there or thereabouts as well, weren't they? Oh no. Bristol Rovers 15th, Oxford 10th, Sheffield Wednesday 7th, then Peterborough 5th, someone, and then Grimsby. Exeter and Grimsby. Exeter and Grimsby could be more favourable final fixtures. Exeter 20th, Grimsby 19th. Everyone hates Kristen Cole. His guilt has made him go all dickhead, hasn't it? The fact that one brother was so distraught that he had to kill his brother that he then killed himself was a bit like, oh, I did not expect him to fall on his sword. was a moron in Season 1, he's now unbearable. Fair enough. Right. I'm going to go offline for 10 minutes, chat. I'm going to go and get myself a drink. I'm going to get myself a snack. I say snack. I'm going to get myself some lunch. I will come back live at 3 PM, at the top of the hour. And we will record the 2 season finale episodes of this save. Exactly. You're right, Glon. Does show how good a character he is, how well he's written, and how well he's acted. For everyone to hate him in such a way. You'll be back after the score, no worries, Nath. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes or so, chat. Appreciate your support. Go and grab yourself some food as well. And I will see you uno momento. Back in a bit.